I'm sure it's obvious from the pictures. It is very windy. There's been sprinklings of the rain in the air and odd bits of rain all the time. It's dry at the moment, just. place your bets now in the live chat. Which over the side screens will disappear. Oh, I might even let it cover view. It doesn't seem to be raining.
Good evening and welcome to Sydney Parade on this Friday night for T20 Alan Murray game between Pembroke and Terenure. My apologies for my late arrival, 6 overs in, enough for you to see the power play with no commentary. Prendergast slipping down the leg side, that will be a second wide in the over. Hunt the Wasp is coming on at the moment, and he's now successfully freed from the confines of the gazebo. And Montaz just clips one round the corner for a single. Alan Murray Cup game tonight. Mark Berry now on at the St John's End. It's a strange day. No doubt you've seen the pavilion already. Good crowd down there for the second day of Nick Stapleton's wedding. We congratulate him and his bride as this one goes through to the keeper off the edge of the, well, not off the edge of the bat, near the edge of the bat. Terenure going along, well, just slightly under a runner ball. Whilst it's still mathematically possible for Pembroke to reach the finals day, it's unlikely. But as I say, a good crowd on account of the wedding that's on. I believe there's a corporate function also on. Once again, double booking. Oh, Berry getting another chance to shine on the first 11, as he did in the Saturday league game against Clontarf. This one on, I think, an inside edge onto the pad and runs away. We'll see if the umpire signals anything. No, he agrees with me. My goodness, I find myself agreeing with umpires. Something is wrong in the state of Denmark. Talking of which, many congratulations to the Leinster Lightning. They've picked up the IP T20 competition with, well, still a festival, i.e. 3 games to go. And the other teams beating themselves up as Leinster, well, having a most impressive run. Another run taken, 7 overs gone now, 37 on the board. As I say, looking to be on a runner ball, but Mark Berry's over of just 4 coming from it has slowed that run rate down now.
I'm sure you weren't listening, so I'll let you place your bet now. What over did the side screens disappear?
Well, they're shaking now. You can see the wind's shaking the sight screens. We'll see how much damage they do.
Let's just say, when I was putting up the camera, I was being very careful where I put my feet before it rolled over my ankle.
We really need, they really need those weights in front of the wheels. Another wide from Prendergast, sliding down the leg side. 9 coming off his first over, and 1 from the first ball, or of his second. That's better. Just played in out on the offside. JJ Garth back in black, having missed out on the Bob Kerr game. A player that came up in the most hindsight is 2020 vision conversations this week. What a waste of time they are. Garth and Hogan unable to combine for the run out. As you'll see here, just played away on the offside. JJ Garth coming in, fired, but well in. Of course, part of the wedding party here tonight is the Nick Stapleton fan club. Kate Hurley here herself, finally making the pilgrimage to Sydney Parade. This one comes off the foot. Rear foot flicking up has saved Joe the wide, but they do pick up the leg by. Skill moves on to 40.
Oh. I'll be nice and I won't show you.
This one in the air. people running towards it, but it's going to hit the ground and squirt away and reaches the rope. 4 more runs, 44 for 1. Handy enough boundary. Prendergast back in, this time played straight to the fielder. Fiacre Tucker.
Apologies for shaking the camera.
No, to be fair, the wind is doing a good enough job.
Michael Cotter.
So the wind is doing such a good job, I didn't even notice it. Usually I notice it kind of going, who's on this side?
This one bottom edged. Oh, and a run out chance missed by Prendergast, unable to gather the ball. Tucker doing a fine bit of fielding in the ring. Creating this opportunity, but unable to take it. Bottom edge, call for the run. Sent back, and back safely, albeit undeservedly.
How's the chair, Craig?
I could get used to this. Comfy chair today. Past the left-hander, straight through to the keeper.
You're more than welcome. You can have the mic as well to select your
It's
details.
very breezy day this evening, very overcast. One wouldn't be surprised if we saw another shower. Single taken. It's at 30 yards away from the non-striker's end. Paul Lawson does the fielding. Well, the intent was there. No matter what was bowled, I think we were going to see that shot. It's flown off down to third. And from there, teamwork makes the dream work. Two fielders combining to get the ball back to Danny Hogan. Many thanks to the 30 of you who've tuned in. The bit of news I have for you today is that on Tuesday night, squaring the batsman up a bit there. On Tuesday night, Susie Whaley and friends held a sale of cricket shirts and tops and even the gilet I'm wearing now. They had a little pop-up shop with items donated by Orla Prendergast, Sarah Forbes and others. And I can tell you that they raised for the Irish Heart Foundation over €700 on Tuesday. However, because of the size of the crowd wasn't enormous, they do have some remaining stock. What they're going to do is, at the Women's Cup final next Friday night, they're going to run the pop-up store again. And of course, they're now looking also for more stock. So, if you or a member of your family has played either for a club or representative cricket, they'll be great. We will gratefully receive any donations of cricket clothing, whether it be warm-up wear, international wear, representative wear, whatever it may be. If you have spare shirts that might be of some use, they can put those up for sale on that Friday night and see if we can't get that total well in excess of €1,000. The Irish Heart Foundation, of course, very important work that they do. Well, that was a bit amusing. Prendergast bowled, batsman edged, keeper took it, half-hearted appeal, and then because it was so obvious, and then the batsman himself decided, yeah, okay, I hit it. And he was on his way. So Van Rauwenstein goes for 20 off 28. The second wicket falls with the score on 48 as we nearly reached the halfway mark. See from this replay, the dismissal came down the track, big edge, straight to the keeper. No doubt in anyone's mind, Joe only looks around now. And it's at that stage that the batsman says, yeah, I'm on my way.
You can see
He dropped his head instantly.
Yes.
So they said, yes, I'm out, with that body language.
They're very quiet, Niall.
Good.
Oh no, gotcha. Got you there. So as I say, pop-up shop on 11th of July. Any donations can be brought down to the club. Any night there's a game on, myself and Niall will be here. So feel free to drop that down to the media centre and we will make sure it gets passed on as Joe bowls a wide for Ali's first delivery. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the weekend. Another one through to the keeper, getting past the edge of the bat. I think both sides not at their strongest today, perhaps. Perhaps it's a Friday, perhaps it's because there's a wedding on. Played away. Just 3 balls away from halfway through this first innings. No fireworks per se as yet. There we go, first one, but it's in the air. There's a fielder underneath it. The catch is taken, and Ali's stay is a brief one. 3 balls, no runs, and Blake McDonald takes the simplest of the catches, and a third wicket falls with the score on 49. Ali, well, he'd had a couple of goes and a couple of fields outside, finally decided that he was just going to swing. Helicopter shot, Danny Hogan immediately. And Blake McDonald takes the simplest of catches. And a third wicket falls in the first 10 overs. Good few up there anyway.
Yeah, there are.
Is the bar full as well?
But there's a function this afternoon.
No, it's not a problem. It's a shame it's not a better weather-wise for day 2 of a wedding, but we're wrapped up in the gazebo, 1.5 walls up. My goodness, keeper and bowler were keen then. They thought LBW was surely on the cards as Morgan gets off the mark. Played away on the offside, and that will run to the fence. That's the way to do it. Along the ground. Brings up 50. 53 for 3 after 10 overs. At a run rate of... Carry the... 5.3. Mark Berry to continue for his 4th over now from the St John's end. From the air, through the gap, away to Michael Sharp corner. And 4 more runs onto the total. These two, you get the feeling, have decided it's all or nothing time. That doesn't sound like an ordinary train. And another boundary. This time down to the car park gate. Paul Lawson trotting after it. And yes, you now get the feeling that Clontarf have decided it's death or glory. Yes, Terenure. Eight years ago. Lovely outfit worn by one of Paddy Halpin's children. Foxes all over it. Prasanth online asking if he can get an autograph from JP. Quickly called through for the single. Pembroke won't mind those though. Singles aren't doing any damage. It's those consecutive boundaries that don't help. Short. And how did that miss the stumps? He went to hook it down to the leg side, got all tangled up. See it here. The big shot attempted, Berry dropping one very short, and he nearly pulled it down and nearly pulled it onto his own stumps. So, not the greatest of starts for him there. That wasn't. But this time now, he takes it away. Another over slips by. 11 gone now, 64 for 3. And Pembroke would feel that they're on top with a scoring rate below a runner ball, which of course a runner ball suggests a final score of 120. Of course, Terenure will be hoping, the Titans will be hoping to get much further than that, perhaps as far as 150. JP now to finish his spell, 2 for 20. Those 2 wickets coming up in his last over.
Good luck.
More runs. Clubhouse getting plenty of work today. Whilst they search for another ball. Oh, now the umpire's got to have a chat about how round it is, how white it is, how scuffed up it is. That's right, we have a new roof. It's got Philip Burns Bar written on it. No, it hasn't. Ollie Riley picking up on the leg side. One more run onto the total. 72 for 3. And of course, left-hander, right-hander is going to mean a lot of people moving around a lot of the time. Somebody up on the roof. I suspect that's to fetch a ball.
Oh, it's there.
Dale up there. This one will just be another single. And a bit of tidying up done. There is Dale up on the roof. Watch him leap in a single bound. Another white ball collected by the ground staff. No sign of Simon at his window.
Simon's window, you were.
Oh, that's got to be close, and the umpire's finger went up at such speed he was in danger of giving his arm whiplash. Well, it was fairly clear, and another wicket falls, and Joe picks up his third. 3 for 28 now.
This is the leader of the next day. Lovely to meet you. I'm Peter, my mum, and I'm Kate. Lovely to meet you, Craig. Here you go. This is for you guys to all enjoy to keep you a bit warm. These are definitely better than tin cans. Oh, we love it. We love it so much. You make it so enjoyable. Oh, they really do. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just have the best time. And 7 days stop now. We love it. We get the club now, like, you know, the whole thing. It's so good. Yeah.
Go do the shopping, get a bottle of wine, shoes. That's the way to do it.
It is good. It's so good. I know. That's so good. Just well, it's winter though. Yeah, it's winter, yeah. But it's not. Yeah, well, it's been quite cool and it's been very rainy. Yes.
Small breaking commentary as I welcomed the Nick Stapleton fan club to the gazebo. And this is the last ball of Joe's spell. This is the wicket. Yeah, there's not too much wrong with that one. Now he's back in. And that is the end of the over. One more run taken from it, and that ends Joe's spell. 4 overs, 3 wickets, which came in his last 2 overs for 30 runs. Shetty and Morgan now the pair at the middle. 12 overs gone, 74 for 4. And now we see a change of bowling at the St John's end. And Boric Flanagan is now going to take over the bowling duties. It was just, you know, yeah, but. Did I see Billy Dwyer turn up in a jacket? Actually, you know, like a blazer, sort of jacket, blazer thing. Great to see Porritt Flanagan displaying his wares for the first 11. Captain of the second 11. We will be losing him in August, and we wish him all the best in his travels. Starts this one with a wide. Yes, more Arnott's biscuits have made their way into the gazebo. Oh, very, very close. That's more the line he's looking for. Outside that off stump, bring the batsman across. Few of you flipping in and out of this game. I'm sure there are other T20s on this evening. Last round of group games. The finals, of course, semi-finals and final will be on the 12th of July. One of the semi-finals will be here in Sydney Parade. The other will be in Anglesey Road, home of Merion Cricket Club. And then the two winners will come down to Pembroke and meet in the final. Both of those games will be covered on Cricket Leinster YouTube channel. Powers this one away, and it's going to beat the fielder and probably make it down to the far corner where it will be picked up. There's another call. A couple more runs added to the total. Amanda, is it time to... Just push down. Fine long leg. Well, a fine long leg he is too. Flanagan in. And this one cracked away, gets past the fielder in the ring. That and Fiacre Tucker. See, the wedding's taken away a fair numbers of the first today, so guys from the seconds are getting their chance tonight.
Oh, it's always good. Yeah, just share it around. Who's knocking?
No Tim.
He's resting.
This is mathematically Pembroke can reach the semi-finals, but
But we haven't, have we?
Mathematically, we haven't. It's water.
yeah, but mathematically there's a chance Pembroke can reach the final, but in reality,
So if they get five,
so this is a dead rubber, really.
5 all out, we never be.
One.
Stupid amount of overs.
Yeah,
Being more terrible than this.
in a similar way.
Okay, right, well, that's what we were next.
So we probably have some guys going for Trinity as well.
Yeah, McDara.
Do you imagine like that?
Sorry,
Oh, yes. Yes, I know. Bob.
JJ Garth. Bowling seam.
Both.
JJ, look at this run up.
What did you do?
He's bowling seam.
Oh, God. Wow.
And he ate about half the packet, to be honest. Oh yeah, he loved them. Charlie did love the Tim Tams. Better not tell him there's another packet here now. Oh, Garth strikes. Garth the seamer picks up a wicket. And the celebration dance, he's going to regret that one. Come the awards night, we're going to see that again, I suspect. 13.3.
You only have half the time.
.3 overs. JJ Garth dance. Here we see Garth taking his wicket with his third delivery with his seamers, getting this one to jag back, take out the leg stump, and there it is. The aeroplane comes out. Light aircraft, more a Cessna than a fighter plane. 5 down, 82 on the board. And that brings Thomas Shant out to the wicket. Pembroke going well here, Garth especially. Unusual to see him in the seamer mode. It's not one I've seen for a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
He'll be happy enough with that though. Again looking, this one played out to mid-wicket. Jack Tector is the one who's patrolling the railway line as usual. In fact, he's out there so often I expect him to see him fielding there in a women's seconds game. Really is making that role his own out there. Discussing the Arnott's biscuits and what's available. Ollie Riley doing a nice bit of fielding, prevents the single. And Garth about to close out his first over, successful over 2. That's a shame. I wanted him to take another wicket, see what dance he was going to do this time. However, he reaches the end of his first over. 3 for 1 for him, 84 for 5 for the Titans, and they're going at a runner ball and nothing more. 5 down, and we've now 6 overs left in this innings. Infamous. Pembroke Flanagan now back in from the St John's end. Straight in onto the pads. The finger is raised. Another wicket falls. 86 for 4 now. 84 for 6 even. But another wicket falls. And Terenure's innings, well, it's kind of subsiding. It's never really got going. Run a ball. If they had only lost 1 or 2 wickets at this stage, you'd say there was going to be a major assault for these last 36 deliveries. As it is, the constant drip, drip, drip of wickets has meant that Pembroke are in a very good position here just to close this out now. Flanagan picking up his first wicket. First ball of his second over. And again, not too much really to argue about there.
Very optimistic to
Yeah.
praying for an umpire.
Well, you're praying that the DAR has seen more than you have. Yeah.
Not enough.
Donald Lynch now out to the middle with the 3-digit number on his back. Things going well for Pembroke now. Wickets falling with regularity, and it's just stopping Terenure putting any sort of stand together. Unusual stance from Donald Lynch. Have a look at this. Have a look at his stance. It's very open. I mean, Donald Lynch. I mean, in fairness to him, he's come in at number 8. But look at his front foot.
Jack Russell.
You get the feeling it's live by the sword, die by the sword
Exactly.
innings ahead of us here.
Nobody's done that stupid scoop shot again, have they?
Another dinosaur. It's all right. Niall calls me a dinosaur all the time because, like you, I now I don't wear a helmet, so I can't play those shots. And so, yeah. Big swing. Hogan with the attempted stumping. Yeah. Wicket maiden on the card so far. Can he keep that going? No. Well, if you're going to have a curse, commentator's curse, then giving away a single isn't a bad one.
Yes, that's true.
So first run from the over, from the penultimate ball, and now Flanagan looking to get out of this over. Oh, I do hate that expression. And finish the 15th over as Shand takes guard, first time facing Flanagan. Another one thuds into the pads. No danger of an LBW, no danger of an appeal. And that is 15 overs gone, 5 to go, 85 for 6. Give us the batting card. We better do it properly. As we are just between overs, we'll show you how Terenure are really sort of subsiding. Mick Cotter, well, he was first to go. I didn't realise he was playing, but wicket for Riley. And other than that, those two at the top, there's been pretty little.
Side screen gonna go. Side screen gonna go.
And good breeze, and the sight screen just about holding its place at the moment. But for how long? So is it as nice here as you thought it was on film?
Absolutely beautiful.
And we're only 2 miles away from the dead centre of Dublin. JJ Garth, after his successful first over, now coming in for his second with this new style of bowling. Flicked out to square leg, where in the deep, Jack Tector returns the ball with interest. Yeah, you can see how windy it is here today, gusty. Sight screen's not yet heading off to other climes, but I wouldn't say it's too far away either. Oh, inside edge. French cut, Chinese cut, call it what you will. It still results in 4 more runs, and that brings up 90, and Garth will consider himself very unlucky here. Right on off stump, and just enough of the bat getting on it to take it past leg. 4 runs, 90 for 6 then. Hogan has put down a regulation chance. Garth finding edges all over the place here. More edges than a dodecahedron. And, oh, Hogan putting down what is a regulation catch. He'll be disappointed at that. And this time he's gone short. It's up in the air. Flanagan looking for it, and it lands just over his head. It was very hard to pick up, and they're going to pick up 2 runs as well.
I'd say that was the wind.
And you see here now, Garth on this occasion going short and causing the batsman all sorts of problems, cramping him up for room. All he could do was shovel it round the corner, and you can see Flanagan just couldn't get the right trajectory of the ball. 2 more runs. Oh, deliberately played past the leg stump. When Niall replays this shot, is Niall going to replay that one? Okay, here it is. You see this. This is quite a deliberate shot and quite clever from Shand. Just getting enough bat on it. Deliberately just jabs it down and away it flies. 4 more runs, 96 for 6. And Garth, after that 3 for 1 first over, has gone for 11 so far in this, and still this 1 ball to go. And that's a glorious shot straight down the ground. 1 bounce 4, and there you go. 12, 15 off the over. It brings up the 100 for the Titans, and they've reached that mark in after 16 overs. Just above a runner ball now. When you can play a shot like that, why are you playing these other shots? But that was a cracking shot down the ground. And that might be the last of the Garth experiment for today. 1 for 18 from 2. And Shand making the most of it. Donald Lynch now to face Ollie Riley coming back. He's bowled his first 2 overs.
I know. It's even taller than the same person.
The mathematical chance of Pembroke depends on Leinster losing. They're currently 133 for 2. They're not going to lose big anyway, that's for sure. Big swipe of the bat, sends it out to square leg. That looks like Joe Prendergast looking after Michael Sharp corner. Cyril's Way and the Chapel. Riley begins his run up and appears on your screens now. Lifted nicely over the head of Blake McDonald and runs away for another 4. Shand has decided he's just going to go for it, and why wouldn't he? If they are to have a chance in this game, they certainly need in excess of 120 and probably closer to 140, and that's what Shand's looking for now. He's moved on to 20 from just 10 deliveries. He's not hanging around. And he's used a variety of shots to get there. Oh. Leg by, which was basically earned by Donald Lynch saying, "Get moving." Shand feeling that one a bit on the thigh that isn't wearing a thigh pad. Always the way. Very overcast here today. And that one, well, he's dragged that down and wide. I think he'd also almost be grateful for getting that ball to deliver again. And this one hit down the ground and lands right behind me. Oh, that's the good thing is I'm watching the game. Come on, Paul, look after me there, will you? Bit close. This is the shot, and you can see it's the first one that's actually come right into the gazebo. Just ignored by your commentator. Somebody else could pick that up. Oh, there's a flick. Scoop down to the clubhouse, and it's another boundary, and Terenure really are doing their best to rack up the runs now. 17 off this over so far. And this time just flicked around the corner. 4 of the easiest runs he'll score. .117. Big swing of the bat. This one gets through, and that finishes the 17th over. Chastising one for Ollie Riley. Perhaps a slower ball in there. Bit of variety just to keep the batsman's timing off. Just 3 overs left then, 18 balls to go. What? Oh no, it's... I can... Doesn't take much. .117 for 6. And now, something else I haven't seen this year. Oh, we have seen Blake bowl before. What else do you bowl in? McDonald's off spin results in a single from the first delivery. And we'll see how Lynch decides to take on McDonald. Lynch doing what is probably the sensible thing, and that is to get Shand back on strike. He's 21 off 12. Lynch no slouch himself. He's 14 off 10. And this one in the air. There is a fielder underneath it. He takes the catch, and Blake McDonald takes a wicket and gets a big cheer from the sidelines as Paul Lawson takes the catch. And that's 7 down, 119 on the board. And Shand's stay, although profitable, is short, and he heads back to the dressing rooms. New batsman already on his way in. This is how keen everybody is today. And here is the wicket. Shand looking to go straight. The bottom hand came off the bat, and that meant that it didn't quite have the trajectory to reach the boundary, and Paul Lawson intercepted it before it hit the ground. And McDonald now will be buying Lawson a pint after that one. 7 down then. And suddenly Blake McDonald was the figures of 1 for 2 from half an over. Well, I played in the Taverners game last night. Great fun. Yeah. It was nice to have a little canter. I won't say gallop. It was certainly a canter out on the paddock. As McDonald comes in with a new batsman. Unlike the Taverners, the first ball isn't free. And Cattery picks up a single. Right, everything on the back of Donal Lynch now to see if he can get the Titans up to 130 perhaps. Oh, big effort. No result. As the Pools panel would say, no score draw. Oh, there's a bit of air on that. That's going to be signalled just a wide. Well, he'll be pleased at having got away with that. No free hit against him, just a wide. And
Pitch to miss the pitch.
1, 2, 3, and has to take that final ball again. Another wide. Trying to pull the batsman outside the line of the stumps. Perhaps he's just setting him up. Is that what he's doing? Is he deliberately bowling these bad balls just so he can get one good one? Oh, it's a... And McDonald picks up a second wicket in the over. So 1-1 wicket, 1 dot wide wicket. It's a strange one, but 2 for 5 from his first over. And he has to thank Paul Lawson. And on the second occasion, the catch was taken by Fiacre. Well, do you have a replay? Lynch getting that one all wrong. And the person coming in is Fiacre. I know, I mean, you know, it makes a difference for me to get it right and you to get it wrong. It's usually the other way around. So, 2 wickets in the over for McDonald. He'll be delighted with that. And so will his team. 122 for 8 then. 2 overs to go. Ollie Riley now. 1 for 21 from his 3 so far. Can he pick up another and close out, get close to closing out this innings? I feel safer now. Ah, there we go. He has picked up the 9th with a ball that has hit middle stump. 9 down. 122 for 9 in this, the 19th over. With the wedding on today, Paul, I thought I was in with a chance of getting the call up today.
Not a bad team, but I managed to...
No, it's still a good team out there. Here is that delivery from Riley, just angled in through bat and pad, playing across the line, and it crashed into the stumps. So 1 wicket remains. 11 balls remain. It's a shame for the number 11. It seems to have come as a surprise. He's going to have to bat. I had to retire. And it wasn't due to injury for a change. Picked up a nice bottle of wine on the for the occasion as well. But it was great just to, as I say, just have a little gallop out. It was a lovely evening last night, better than this evening, that's for sure, weather-wise. And now Ollie Riley looking to close out the innings, and Khan looking to add to the score. It goes up in the air, and it's 2 in 2, and that is it. Terenure all out for 122. Pembroke will need 1, 2, 3 from 20 overs when we resume in 10 minutes. So for the moment, I'm just going to enjoy my end of the working week pint of shandy, and we'll join you again for the second innings. It's on the table.
I was just about to say it to you.
Because you're good at it. Well, we're back out for the second innings. Pembroke require 123 in 20 overs at 6.15. Bet you it doesn't go 20 overs. One way or another, this ain't going 20 overs. Pembroke are either going to go heavy and hard from the start, or they're all going to be out for 60. And I don't think it matters either way, to be honest, the way Leinster are going. There's my batting partner from yesterday. We must have put on about 30 runs yesterday. Well, there you go.
Do you want another pint? Your hand's on the bar.
Do you know what I'd actually like? Like a whiskey and water. 50-50, no ice. It's that sort of evening. McDonald and Garth to open. An unusual opening partnership. I don't think I've seen this one before for Pembroke. Jameson. I suddenly wondered what Polish whiskey Philip's got in the bar.
Other whiskies may be available.
Yes, indeed. Other whiskies are available. So, Pembroke chasing 1, 2, 3. Terenure looking to stop them getting 1, 2, 3. Two very positive batsmen out in the middle. Leinster have now scored 199 for 3 against Trinity, and it looks like we're going to see Leinster in the final, semi-final.
Or something pretty miraculous.
Disqualification is the only thing that's going to stop them now.
Since we chased them 10 overs, we chased this in 3.
Well, either way, I don't think that's going to happen. Played away. Just to reiterate, next Friday night is the Women's Leinster Senior Cup final, 20 overs aside, between Pembroke and Merrion. And also, we will be holding a pop-up shop to sell actual gear. Paula Prendergast, Sarah Forbes, and I'm sure a few of our male internationals will also try and make donations. And every penny raised goes to the Irish Heart Foundation, obviously very close to the Prendergast family after the passing of Peter. And this one, edged away, reaches the boundary, 4 runs. Big cry of catch it, but no keeper was going to get to that. It flew away at pace and adds to the total, and McDonald moves on to 4. It was wide, and enough of a bat. Oh, it wasn't that far away from the keeper. Just a little step across he'd have got there.
I think it was the way the ball swung in, kind of jiggling.
Hit it well. The opening bowler. Oh! Fabulous catch. What a catch that is. Absolutely fabulous. Mick Cotter on the boundary has taken a one-handed amazing catch to dismiss Blake McDonald. Blake will head back to the dressing rooms and can prepare for his evening's entertainment, because his day on the cricket field is now finished. He flicked that one away on the leg side, and Mick Cotter stuck a hand up, and what a catch that was. A fabulous catch. And the first wicket falls with just 5 on the board. Here it is. When he hit this, you thought that this was going to clear anybody and reach Cyril's way. And there, fabulous, fabulous catch from Mick Cotter. And he soaks up the oohs and ahs of the crowd in the corner. And he's delighted with that. Super catch from Mick Cotter. That's one that will certainly appear clipped and on the Cricket Leinster website, I'm sure, by the end of the day.
How much do I charge him to give him the raw footage?
Michael Cotter catch, 0.4. Making my notes for which little bits of this broadcast I'll be clipping later on. Danny Hogan coming in at number 3. And he drives this one down the ground. 2 fielders combine. But Hogan gets off the mark, and that will bring Garth to face his first delivery and the last one of the opening over. Eventful over. This time Garth plays it straight down the ground and picks up a single. And that is the end of the first over. Pembroke 7 for 1. McDonald back inside, putting on his tail morning suit now, no doubt. Putting on his 7:15 dinner jacket. Great catch from Cotter. And look at that, soaking up the applause, the oohs and ahs of the crowd as they see the departure of McDonald for just 5 runs. How difficult are Pembroke going to make this chase?
Come on, Noah! Come on, Noah!
It was a nice shot, and it certainly wasn't heading out to the gardens.
Come on, Noah! Come on, Noah!
And we thought it would have enough on it to just clear Cotter, but my goodness, the basketball player in him leapt high as they push another one into the ring and take the single. But it is well backed up. Khan it is bowling from the nursery end.
Come on, Noah! Come on, Noah!
Good evening to Steve McCarthy, who's lying on his couch. I never see Steve sitting in a chair. I always see him lying on the couch watching these games. Bye bye baby, baby. Oh, get done for copyright now. It's alright, nobody will recognise the song I was singing.
I was about to say, I don't think that'll match.
Shazam certainly wouldn't have picked that one up. Hogan deciding to dance down the wicket. Well, he strode down the wicket and danced back. What did he say? Hogan getting a bit of grief from his fans on the sideline. And this one driven beautifully along the ground. What was nice about that shot was how he changed his shot and waited for the ball and then drove it all the way along the ground as opposed to lifting it out to... I'm sure he's aiming for people over there now, especially the mouthy ones. But that's lovely breaking of the wrists. And force the ball into the hedges. And another one flashed away, but again Cotter, star of Cyril's way at the moment. Nothing's getting past him or through him or over him. Flashheart. Flashheart Cotter, is it? Ah. Well, Garth, not to be outdone, drives one through the covers. Even Mick Cotter can't get to that. And now he's down on his knees fetching the ball out of the hedge. A little bit of a stutter in the bowler's run-up. And Garth coming forward and driving that away beautifully. And Cotter just trotting after it on this occasion. No full-length dive with a hand out. So Pembroke rattling along. 10 off this over. 17 for 1 from just 2. And now... Oh, was there?
Oh, okay.
Banter. Bants. Isn't that what they call it these days?
Bounce.
The kids these days call it bants. But, well, Cotter will be delighted with that catch. His ball searching ability not matching his stopping or catching ability. He's having trouble digging that one out of the hedge. In the meantime, the bowler practicing his left arm around. The two batsmen sort of, well, just relaxed about it. But there is the search for the ball. And how interested the crowd are watching as well. Hoey and Tucker. Well, it's
Having a rest day.
I think words between Tucker and Cotter, obviously congratulating him on the catch, I think. That's what that was. Oh my word. Oh, you will see it again. And again. It was a very good catch.
I was trying to remember. It was still there on replay, I'm sure it's gone.
Oh, 0.4 balls. I know where it is. I will find it.
Full length diving.
No, it was that way.
Right, it's no on it.
Blake was being very considerate. He wasn't going to put it into your man's garden.
Oh, okay. So you
And
pointed up short.
and he went a bit low, and it just gave Cotter enough that when he jumped and got those 3 inches off the ground, which I think is his best vertical jump, he came down with the ball in his hand. That one cracked away on the offside, and that is going nowhere but the boundary. That's heading down to Sydney Parade Station if it's not stopped. 4 more runs, and this is a cracking shot from Hogan. He moves on to 10 from just 7, and I get the feeling we're going to see more of Zorro than we are of Boycott here. But you're quite right. Danny Hogan does remind you of Flashheart in the Blackadder series. Short, Hogan onto that straight away, and that's a 6. Signalled by even Mick Cotter's getting even the signalling right. Everything going right for Cotter at the moment, but that one well outside his arc of influence, and as a result, well, it's another 6 runs to Pembroke and 6 runs to Danny Hogan. He has moved on 16 from 8, scoring at 200, and one thinks that he's only going to want to keep going more and more. This could get exciting now. That one, straight down the ground. Onto and over, I think is the phrase. And this is shot of the day. So far. Front leg out of the way, powered down, and well, there it is. And it actually bounced enough on the nets to come off the net as well. Super shot that from Hogan. Another 6 runs for him. 16 off the over, 4 balls gone. Oh, I've just been posed a very good question. Which, for those of you regular viewers, would have been watching the ladies' game on Tuesday when Amy Maguire took an amazing catch on the railway side. One hand was Cotter's, and of the two, I think Mick Cotter's was better.
Was it higher?
Just driven down the ground for 1 on this occasion. One ball to come. It gives one ball for JJ to nick the strike back again. Yeah,
Always aiming over our heads.
I do think, yeah, I think Mick Cotter's catch. No, it was there. It wasn't even over. The hand didn't go up for it. It went back for it. There we go. Another 6 runs. Garth picks up 6.
Anything you can do?
Anything you can do, I can do just as well. Although Garth fetching it from outside. He would have needed a longer vertical leap than seen by Marvel film fans. You'll need a lighter.
All his teammates joining in to lift and throw him up.
Yeah.
Cheerleader style for that one was going to do it.
No, you could have one of those, what is it, the Mexican or Spanish pyramids of people, where the idea is to... Yeah. They also have, the other thing they have is, they also have a long stick. They also have a long stick with a hoop on the end, and somebody stands at number 5 in the line-out and puts it up, and the ball's got to go through that hoop, and it's timing as well. So yeah, I mean, wow, training has come a long way since my days of do 5 laps.
Right, you're done.
Well, not quite dumb, but
Well, that's a warm-up.
yeah. I'd say it's Brendan. Should have reversed down. We've run out of balls. Yeah. Well, 23 off that over. An expensive little over. Pembroke have moved on to 40 off 3. The required rate has dropped from over 6 to below 5. And they're just about a third of the way there now. I'm not going to have too many overs where they score 23, one feels. Oh, Hogan disappointed. Comes off the inside edge, has to take the single as his partner calls him through. These two are vying for strike, I think.
JJ's well ahead of the strike rate.
Yes, he is. JJ strike rate 300 at the moment. Oh, Cotter again, tidying up on the Cyril's way. Single for Garth, but my goodness, that was very close. The fielder going up for it and nearly taking the catch. That was close. It was an opportunity, and one felt that the Titans would need to be taking every opportunity as the hand goes up. Just the fingers taking some of the pace off the ball. Well, great to see. Such a good crowd down here for this game, and Hogan and Garth doing their best to entertain. Four weights. Full toss is powered down the ground. It will just be a single though. Not the delivery Hogan was looking for. Players on the bench. Give us a wave, lads.
Oh, they're replaying.
Inside edge onto the pads, perhaps, stifling the appeal. If you are watching the game, lads, up there, do give us a wave. The Pembroke players, there's three of them now, watching the catch again and again. No, oh it is, yes. And this one is racing out towards the railway, just has enough energy to hop the rope. And another 4 runs and Pembroke resume with heavy scoring. 7 coming from that over, comparatively good over. Greg Hollins just arrived there now. Not looking injured at all. Looks in fine fettle. Looks like he could run a marathon. I don't know what these two are talking about. Can't possibly be the cricket. Could you, thank you. I've done the, oh, yes. Did the side bits. Evening, Simon. Lean out the window and gives a wave there. I like when Simon does give us a wave because it lets me see how far from live the ball. Now it's Simon, so you know you also have to factor in his delay. Wave at them. Change of bowling now. Cattry coming on at the St John's end. Nick Cotter still talking people, spectators on Cyril's way through his catch. Right, Hogan's had his sighter, I feel. There we go. Well, another maximum, another 6, and another Garden gaining a cricket ball. And this is how clean it is. And again, Niall, do you get 5 penalty runs for false fielding these days?
We're going to see them give them?
No.
I'd have given it a lot of the
It's the
I'd have
no.
no problem with 1,000 runs at the end of April as an umpire.
It's the one I don't like is when you know you've got no chance of getting to the ball, diving to make it look like you might get it, and making the batsman hesitate that way. That I think is wrong, and that deserves penalty runs. But something like Mick's doing there, no.
I was just saying it's jumping. That's all.
This one really aerial, and again into the Gardens. Hogan was put into those Gardens during the Randy Peets game, which is what brought things to a head.
Was Danny hit the ball or
Bowling. It was his bowling. We know that now. So, somewhat ironic that he keeps aiming for that Garden now.
I reckon they all probably going into James
I hope so. Yeah. We should start writing Pembroke on them in very small writing.
not even that PCC.
Cotter again strikes. He picks up another one. My goodness, there's no stopping this man tonight. Here he is in his green purple cape. Well, yes, appropriate. Wimbledon. That's Wimbledon, the tennis tournament, and not Wimbledon, the football club. One of the best bets I ever heard about was the guy who went into his local bookies and asked what odds that I win Wimbledon, men's singles. And they said 10,000 to 1. He said, right, I'll put a tenner on that. And what he wrote was to win Wimbledon tennis championships.
Which is an in-house.
No, which is a totally different club.
Oh yeah. I've
And
played in Wimbledon.
and
Watch this.
yeah, alrighty. Oh, that's 2 clips. Right, 4.5 overs. So 59 for 2, an eventful over, once again demonstrating the athletic prowess of one Michael Cotter. He knows this is all on camera.
Yes, I played badminton down in the Wimbledon tennis club.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, because the Wimbledon we think of is actually the All England Tennis Club. And so he was basically entering a tennis club's championship, and if he won, he was going to get 100,000. The bookie just refused to pay. And you can't sue bookies. You can't sue on a bet. You have to find something connected to the bets that you can sue over, but you can't actually, there's no contract. Anyway, there you go, that's my pre-law. Or was it pre-med? They're pretty much the same thing. I get the feeling we're going to see Mick Cotter turn his arm over here.
Really?
Yep. No, I just think that the day that's in it, why not? Pembroke take a single, brings them up to 60, nearing the halfway mark in this chase. Was she having a good time? This one cracked away, Cotter after it, but not able to catch it on this occasion. You'd have had to have been Usain Bolt, whereas Mick Cotter's less a bolt and more the spanner. Four more runs for Pembroke. Cotter's patrolling of the Cyril's way. Pretty immaculate when it's come to catching anyway. He has had a few sail over his head, but he can't do much about that. This one tucked away. JP tucks it into the leg side, and they, well, trot to, not even a canter. This one pushed away. Cotter with the long barrier, not only doing it well, but doing it textbook style. A lesson to be learnt. Too many times you see people going down from the hips and not from the knees and not into a long barrier. No, it's these guys. This do this.
But the others, they go down, but the knee is facing.
Yeah. Flowing. They go like that, and they wonder why it goes straight through there. Oh, I do have to say, the more I go fielding now and go down on the ground, the harder it is to get up. Nearly at the stage of having to ask for help. Nicely tucked away by JP again. Start this over. This is the 7th. Pembroke's run rate required now, down below 4. I know it says 4 on your screen, but now it says 3.98. Well, that's just full toss, hit down to the car park gate and into the John Martin bushes. Who? Dave Elms. Roy. Ah, Roy did that. Well, Roy then. Well, that could be close, and that is out. Garth departs, 22 to his name, 11 balls faced, a strike rate of 200. Absolutely ideal opening partner for Blake McDonald at the top, but he now has to go, and Pembroke fall to 72 for 3 in the 7th over. This game not over yet. it ain't over till.
Replay to replay again.
It may have been for that ball, but this ball was out. Oh, but it hit me up here. Yeah, but you were on your knees. I'd say JJ enjoyed that innings and would have liked it to go on a bit longer. Now, Pembroke's man in form. At least he has been since I've been watching him. I've seen him. Remember, we went out to the only away game we go to, apart from before Clontarf, was out to Adamstown, and he made 100. Oh, they were. It's a huge playing area. Anyway, Jack Tector now to face his first delivery. Unlike me last night, he doesn't have a free one. I think he may have got outside off stump there with his bat, his pad, his back leg, his body. But we know where he's looking for. He's looking for the wedding party. Oh, close throw. JP nearly sold down the river.
Oh, no, he's too quick.
Oh, where did that come from?
I had to buy them.
These ones.
Yeah.
How did you go?
I was close to a packet and I didn't know if I was going to get back to the shop again. Parliament Street has now been closed to vehicular traffic.
Try that again.
Vehicular.
Vehicular. Do you know why? No, because they closed Capel Street 3 years ago to traffic.
Pedestrian, didn't
And that's the one that used to lead on to Parliament Street. Then they did away with the left turn off the quays onto Parliament Street. So there's a lack of traffic going up that road now. So now they're closing it. It's my way home. Everything they've done in Dublin recently has been on my routes.
I think the traffic plan in Dublin, I think it's been decided by a 5-year-old.
No, it's a 54-year-old cyclist. Well, how quickly was JP onto that? Just picked it up on length, powered it away, 4 runs, not a boundary, 77 for 3. And Prendergast has moved on to 12 off just 8 deliveries. There we go. Whoa! And away it went, and nobody was stopping that. If Johan is watching this in the bar. Whew. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. That was a strange one. Hmm? You have the small ones, sir. Oh, chance! It was a small chance, but a big effort. It would have been absolutely fabulous. And we'll see, you can mark Niall's camera work out of 10 here.
We mightn't, yeah.
Oh, at the end of the over.
No,
Back live. And Jack Tector says, that's how you do it. Play it along the ground, and we will just trot through for a second. No danger at all. But yes, I mean, it was in the air. It did make his hand, but it would have been a catch to rival Mick Cotter's. This time, again, nice bit of fielding. Certainly alert in there. You didn't drive. Here we go. This was a great effort in the field. Clipped away to the left hand. The trouble was he only parried it out and the centre forward following up just buried it. 80 for 3 off 8 overs. Just 43 more required and plenty of time in which to do it. Current rate, it will just take over 4 overs. Jack Tector. Thank goodness for the third man backing up. Big throw. Joe looking to emulate the shot earlier into the gazebo, the Meja gazebo, but changing his mind at the last minute, and perhaps rightly this time. Oh, nice bit of fielding on the offside. Well, Joe would have felt that he's had 4 runs taken away from him there. How will he react? Well, certainly an option. You were nearly in the James Cresswell level of prediction there. James, who of course is on summer holidays now, headed down to West Cork. And Jack Tector gives the softest of catching practice catches, and it's taken, and that is a 4th wicket down with the score on 83. And that was a real nothing shot. He played that shot with such style against the Randy Peats. I mean, he just couldn't stop scoring in that corner. And this time he wanted just to pop it over the fielder's head. Instead, popped it into the fielder's hands. There are now 4 down, 83 runs on the board. And this is how Jack Tector managed to get back to the bar quicker. Just lifted it round the corner, and the fielder took 2 steps and said, "Thank you very much." Well, 4 down, 40 runs required. Are Pembroke going to take this down to the wire? You would, wouldn't you? Oh, and Donald Lynch in the action straight away has taken a super catch, and it's a first baller for Dermot Tucker. Dermot? That was, well... Trinity. No, he did for a couple of years. He hasn't this year. It is, yep. Oh, my word. Well, from the David Attenborough point of view, that was a super shot. And that's a super catch. Fiacre Tucker. Yep. That makes more... Oh, okay, yep. And alphabetically as well.
It's taking its time to go David Attenborough again.
Here we go. Whee! That's brilliant, Noel. I say that's brilliant, Noel, but nothing to do with you. And that's a nice catch. He judged that very well, just as you've spoken about him, Amanda. And now, Qatari will be on a hat-trick in his next over. But for the moment, Fiacre Tucker is the man out to the middle. Yeah? You see, this is why I want to get you back on mic. Past the outside edge of Prendergast. Bit more chirp amongst the Titans now, and one feels that they think they're back in this game. I mean, to be honest with you, they were about 83 for 5. Single taken. The fumble ensures that it's a safe single. Prendergast moves on to 17. The current run rate has dropped from 10s to 9s, but that's not important. I mean, they only need 3 points, 3 2/3 from over 10 overs. 64 deliveries to get 39 runs. The question is more, can they keep the wickets? Ollie Riley, Warwick Flanagan. There's two that certainly can. Mark Berry, we know, can bat. Zorro?
You could have opened that if you wanted.
Oh, not at all. I'm enjoying the windless aspect of it, to be honest now.
That's what I was wondering.
There was a stage earlier when it started moving that I did sort of hang on here. But, yeah. When the fan club were here. Great to see the fan club. Great to actually meet the fan club. It's not often you get people who watch games that are 10 hours away. It actually sticks on that one. Short ball gets an edge. It's going to fall to short mid-wicket, and Tucker also departs for 0. Not a good night for the Tuckers. 2 in, 2 out, not a run between them. And Pembroke, well, they've given the Titans hope. Goes for the big shot, but just gets the edge. Oh, how long have we been here? I have to say, typing is a lot easier to read than your handwriting. But yes, you're absolutely correct. Never underestimate the power of a Pembroke collapse. I've been past them so many times. If you think even one a year. I'd have been involved in about 40 at this stage. There are some memorable ones.
Comment.
There have been some memorable ones. Oh, keeper misses the chance of the stumping there. Prendergast waved a big bat at that one, didn't make any contact, went through to the keeper, and Prendergast was halfway down the wicket. And you can see it again there. He comes down to take it on, it goes past the outside edge. Back live again. Don't often see that. That was a good kick away from Prendergast. Live again. Pushed out to the ring for a single. Just out of interest at the end of the over now, would you have the score of the Leinster game handy? Yeah. This played through the offside. Ollie Riley, the new batsman, he's off the mark. Picks up 2. And the total, the runs required now, slipping down as low as 36. Prendergast back on strike. Pembroke doing their best now to make this difficult. 9 overs to go. 35 required. It was the replay of attempted stumping, and then this is Joe just employing a bit of cricket sense and getting rid of the ball. Yeah, just note the Dublin University bit. I could read that. No, I don't want to buy some Lego. Okay. They're ahead of DL, Dublin University, chasing down Leinster. But we'll see how that game unfolds. I do feel that here you have the worm and how Pembroke have faltered since opening up that big gap. This time Riley plays it down towards third man. The fielder will get to it. It's another 2. Every run counting now at this stage. Just 4 wickets remain for Pembroke. And still 33 runs required. Nicky Bell joining you, Niall, in believing that Amy's catch was better. Well, it just goes to show that Nicky Bell knows nothing about cricket either. Not at all. They were both fine catches, and to compare one with the other and match circumstances and all sorts of things. So tricky one to do, as Joe perfectly, really waited on that so well, was balanced and just pushed it to where he wanted it to go. Not trying to overhit, just getting his timing right. Waited, and then away it goes. Thank you very much. And that's a super shot. 4 more runs for Pembroke. And runs required drops under 30, psychologically into the 20s. 28 required. A little bit of an inside edge. Ball takes its time getting to the fielder. The throw goes past. And finally it's the wicketkeeper who does the business. Well, at one stage you thought Pembroke would have had this one by now, but wickets have fallen, and fallen with some regularity. And as a result, they find themselves 6 down and struggling to get to 1, 2, 3. Ollie Riley doing exactly the right thing. There's no rush. Required rate is less than 3 1/3. Well, now it's more than 3 1/3. Lovely evening here in Pembroke for sailing. It's been pretty much a steady breeze coming through Sydney Parade this evening. Do Pembroke's hopes rest on these pair? Still Flanagan to come, and a couple of others as well. Lawson, so it's not like short of batsmen. Single from the first ball. Nice catch, Donald. Donald Lynch in front of us. And again, the thing I liked there was how Riley waited on the delivery before playing it away. No single, no rush. Bigger bat thrown at this one, but there is a fielder down there at the end of Cyril's way. But another single. Everyone gratefully received by Pembroke now. It's a little bit of quiet on the sideline as the tension starts to build. Another wicket now would make it interesting. And again, Prendergast using complete sense to power it out there. Two fielders chasing it down and they save a run. But it does bring up 100 for Pembroke. 101 for 6 and just 22 required now with 4 wickets in hand and still 44 deliveries to go. A lot of space on the leg side now. Played nicely out in the offside. There is a sweeper out there. But he won't stop them picking up another 2. And Riley enjoying himself here. 7 off the over so far. Good over for Pembroke. The required rate. Oh, Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man is strong and tough. Riley feeling like he's in form now. Played himself in. Willing to be a bit more expansive. Takes another single. He moves on to 10 from just 9 deliveries. And JP Prendergast at 27 from just 25. Are these the 2 to carry Pembroke to their total? Just 19 runs required now. 7 overs in which to get them. That's not going to be the problem. The problem for Pembroke has been the loss of wickets throughout this innings. Riley on this occasion goes big. There is no fielder in that area. The fielder is having trouble a long way to get to it, but he does just inside the rope. Nice shot from Riley though. Good bit of intent. 3. Hardly the night for an ice cream, is it really? I think Prasanth has a little bit of a crush on JP at this stage. After his bowling, Prasanth was happy enough, but now with the batting, he's proposing that JP be president. I'm suspecting of Ireland rather than of Pembroke. There's no doubt. Oh, the reverse from Ollie Riley for 6, down to the Willfield Road gate. Oh, sorry, to the car park gate. And that is a fabulous shot from Ollie Riley. Out of nowhere, just picked it up and decided, do you know what? This is the ball I've been looking for. He was ready, he switched before the bowler let go, and it was in the right place, and he put it away beautifully. Single digits required now, just the 9 runs. And Riley goes for it again and picks up 4 of them. That one nearly taking out Amanda. Came flying down towards Niall, just off to the side of Niall, and evasive action was taken. Not in shot at all, Amanda. You weren't in shot at all. 10 from the last 2 deliveries, just 5 required now. What do you think he's going to do? 3 in a row? He thought about it, he twitched, but then decided not to. And it was a wise decision, but it has brought Pembroke to just 5 required from 6 overs. And there is the second. This is the boundary. Just hit the rope and leapt up. It could have put her in some danger there.
I think the noise will be good.
Yeah. Yeah. 14 from the over. 6 to go. Change of bowling now. Donal Lynch coming on at the St John's end. How he'd love to get a full over in without conceding the winning runs. That was always my thought as a bowler. If you were asked to bowl at this stage, it was like, well, okay, but you're not going to score the winning runs off me.
Ghostbusters with the signs down there.
Just played down the ground. Single taken. And now Ollie Riley, 23 from 13. I suspect Ollie may be looking to end this game with one blow. It's been a fine game, fine performance. Pembroke doing their best to put some nerves into it by losing those wickets. Neither team will feature in the semi-finals, I suspect. Prendergast chips one into the offside, nowhere near where he was aiming. That brings him up to 30 and gives Riley another chance to finish the game with just 2 runs required. Pembroke just 1 behind that first innings total. It's high, it's mighty, and not even Mick Cotter can get that one. 6 runs, and that is the game. 127 for 6. Ollie Riley finishes on 30 off 15. Joe Prendergast finishes on 30 off 29. And the two of them took Pembroke from what looked like possibly a little banana skin, and it took them past the banana skin and onto a lap of honour as they come quickly to, yeah, the wrong one. Ollie Riley taking advantage of the full toss and hitting it with, well, the power of a Derek Jeter, because that was a home run and saw Pembroke home. Walk-off home run for 127 for 6 in pursuit of Terenure's 122 all out. There is the Pembroke innings, and that's how they got there. It was just the 2 extras from Terenure, and well done to them. The Titans did take the wickets of Tector and the 2 Tuckers in the middle order, ripping out the middle order, but Ollie Riley came in and hit 30 off 15, including the switch hit 6, which we'll obviously be replaying on Facebook later. So thank you very much for joining us. This is the Titans bowling card. We hope you enjoyed this evening's broadcast. We'll be back with you tomorrow. It's not often we have Friday night games, but when we do, it sets up the weekend quite nicely. Donal Lynch, 0 for 9 off 0.4 was at the end, but even so, he wasn't the most expensive. However, Cartry, 4 for 25 from his 4 overs and a decent run rate as well. The most economical, the best wicket taker. He was certainly the best of the Titans. So here is the comparison of the 2 sides. Yeah, well, the lines did threaten to converge, but they didn't. And eventually Pembroke reached their target quite handily. Overs to spare. There is your match summary. Pembroke first won by 4 wickets. They will now go and celebrate day 2 of the Nick Stapleton test. Could go to 5 days. Let's wait and see. And Dale now putting out the signs in preparation for tomorrow's game. Yes, could you just check, are we now into July's sheet? The cover's coming on. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you with us. We hope you enjoyed tonight's production. And once again, my apologies for my late arrival.
Should be changed.
Hopefully you'll join us again tomorrow. There's a Pembroke side playing at home. Tomorrow is the 5th of July. Today is Independence Day, and a very happy Independence Day to my American friends. So I will bid you farewell, and hopefully you'll join us tomorrow. Oh, that's just on the leg side. It's the steepling one. Oh my word! Hit it well. The opening bowler. Oh! Fabulous catch. What a catch.
Not even like PCC.
Cotter again strikes. He picks up another one. My good. Oh, that's just on the leg side. It's the steepling one. Oh my word! Hit it well. The opening bowler. Oh!
You know that trolley?